So, hi friends, most welcome for watching the Sunrise Target Plus 2.0 classes. I am Pavan Sir. So, today I came with a very new topic, that is the Indian defense. So, today I will tell A to Z about the Indian defense. So, that is the thing. So, please try to understand that because that is the Indian defense. So, today that is my topic. So, I want to describe the Indian defense because you all know that if we are safe, our country is safe, everything is safe because of the Indian defense. So that's why today I choose that is the noise topic, and we have to also understand what is the Indian defense of doing the work in our country. So that is the thing. Indian defense is divided in three parts. First is the Indian Armed Forces, second is the Indian Paramilitary Forces, and third is the Central Armed Police Force. And I want to say Indian Armed Forces and Indian Paramilitary Force both come under the Defense Ministry. And as you all know that Rajnath Singh is the Defense Minister of our country, and that is the Central Armed Police Force, BSF Border Security Force, CRPF Central Regional Police Force, CISF Central Industrial Security Force, and ITBP Indian Tibet Border Police Force, and SSB Sashastra Seema Bal all come under the Home Affairs. And as you all know that right now Amit Shah is the Home Minister of our country. And I want to say to you all, and the Indian Armed Forces is divided in three parts. First is the Indian Army, second is the Indian Air Force, Indian Navy, and third is Indian Air Force. And as you all know that the President of our country, that is Honorable Ramnath Kovind, is the Supreme Commander of the Indian Armed Forces as a Constitutional Article 53. And Indian Armed Forces divided in three parts. First is the Indian Army, second is Indian Navy, and third is Indian Air Force. I already told to you. And as we all know that every year we celebrate on 15th January as a Indian Army Day, and every year we celebrate on the 4th December as an Indian Navy Day, and every 8th October we celebrate as a Indian Air Force Day. So that's why that is important. I will tell to you how much they are doing the work for serving the country. And second is the Indian Paramilitary Forces. So I already told to you that first is the Assam Rifle. It was established in 1835. That time our country was that time British ruled in our country. That time was there, and that time it was built in 1835. And that time it was known for the Kachar Levy, but right now that is known for the Assam Rifles. And second is the Indian Coast Guard. It was established in 1978, and Indian Coast Guard is known for the right hand of the Indian Navy because we all know that that is our country which is surrounded 3/4 part of the water. So that is the work of the Indian Navy and the work of the Indian Coast Guard for export and import the things to foreign country. That is the work of the Indian Navy and Indian Coast Guard. And I want to tell to you Special Frontier Force. So as you all know that when any rescue operation happened in our country, so that time that is our Special Frontier Force. They always take the action about that. And I want to remind to you all, I would like to remind that is the Central Armed Police Force, that is the BSF. Because I want to tell to you what was the work when BSF Border Security Force, it was established in 1965. So as you all know that in 1965 that was the war happened against the Pakistan. So that time India has the need. So that's why under the Home Ministry it was established, and that is the BSF. And second is the CRPF, Central Regional Police Force. It was established in 1939. And third is the CISF, Central Industrial Security Force. It was built in 1969. So that was we all know that the Indian ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, it was built in 15 August 1969. So that's why for protecting to that, CISF was established in 1969. And fourth is the ITBP, Indian Tibet Border Police Force. So as you all know that India makes the border with the China. So that is the region our Defense Ministry established the ITBP. And fifth is the SSB, Sashastra Seema Bal. And as you all know that before the 2008, it was known for Special Service Bureau, but after the 2008, it is known for Sashastra Seema Bal. So I want to remind to you, firstly, Indian Armed Forces, which do work for in our country. So that is the thing we can understand that what is the work of the Indian Army. So please try to understand that, because if you will see, so India makes the border in the land side. That is our neighbor country, that is Pakistan, China, Afghanistan, Bhutan, Nepal, Myanmar. And if you will see in the water side, so there is also Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. So I want to say that how much place Indian Army protect that. So we can understand that Indian Army protect our land area. So I want to remind to you, So Indian Army has 7 command: Eastern Command in Kolkata, Western Command in Chandi Mandir, and Northern Command in Udhampur, Southern Command in Pune, and Southwestern Command in Jaipur. And that is the biggest command. After that I will tell why Indian Defence established as the biggest command as a Jaipur, and Training Command in Simla, and Central Command in Lucknow. So when I told to you, Jaipur is the biggest command of the Indian Army. So as you all know that India is our country which fought the 4 war against the Pakistan and 1 war against the China. So that was the first war 1947, second war 1965, third war 1971, and fourth war 1999. That was the Kargil war. So that was the reason Jaipur is the capital of the Rajasthan state. So that's why our defense ministry decided to make the biggest command of Indian Army in Jaipur. So that was the reason behind it. And if you will see, so that is the border name of the India-Pakistan. That is the Red Cliff Line, and that is the Red Cliff Line. And there are 5 states of our country makes the border with the Red Cliff Line. First is the Gujarat, second is the Rajasthan, third is the Punjab, fourth is the Jammu Kashmir, and fifth is the Ladakh. So that is the reason Indian Army always stand there. They protect our border. That's why we are happy. And if you will see, so India, there is also one more enemy, that is the China, which always feel the jealous with our country. So that's why that is the work of the Indian Army, which protect. That is the work of the Indian Army, which protect to the border. So if I can also mention that thing, there are 5 states also touch the border of the McMahon line. And if you will see the length of the McMahon line, that is the 3488 kilometers. And there are 5 states. First is the Ladakh, second is the Himachal Pradesh, third is the Uttarakhand, and fourth is the Sikkim, and fifth is the Arunachal Pradesh. So that's why our soldiers always stand there, and they are related to Indian Army. And I want to say that when I told to you that was the Red Cliff Line, and there are 5 states, that the length of Red Cliff Line, that is 3323 kilometer. And I want to also mention because after the 1971 war against the Pakistan, so that was the Bangladesh was established. And if you will see the length of the Bangladesh border, that is the 4096 kilometer, makes the border of our country from there. And I want to say, because that is the work of the Indian Army, if you will see, that was the Kargil war happened. So there are 4 army soldiers got the Paramveer Chakra award. So they are related to Indian Army. So that's why if you will see, so 70% role Indian Army do for serving the country, because there are, I already told to you, 5 states of the Pakistan border, and 5 states of the China border, and 5 states of the Bangladesh border. So that's the thing. If you will see total, when I mix the Myanmar is also country there. So then after it goes above the 13 states. And we cannot forget what is the work of the Indian Navy. So that is the, if you will see, that is the geographical map of the India. So India is surrounded 3/4 part of the water. So that is the necessary for Indian Navy was established in our country. And if you will see, so that is the region in India. There is 3 command of Indian Navy is also present. Eastern Command in Visakhapatnam, Western Command in Mumbai, and Southern Command in Kochi, Kerala. So that is the thing, that is the big role of the Indian Navy, which doing that. And I already told to you, Indian Coast Guard, which also support to Indian Navy, because it also protect, it always export and import the things to foreign country. So that is the big hand of the Indian Coast Guard. And when I told to you that is the work of the Indian Navy, so that is the South Ocean Sea, which is known for the red zone of our country, because that was the place of the Sri Lanka, which China captured there, and their force power is increasing the China. So that's why India is ready to Indian Navy for in 3 command, Visakhapatnam, Mumbai, and Kochi command. And I want to come, that is the Indian Air Force, and I am the big fan of that. So that's why I want to say this is the one line which we can realize that what is the work of the Indian Air Force are doing. And there was the, if I will take the example of that person, he was saying one line about the Indian Air Force. He said that नजर नहीं आते बादलों में कहीं गुम हो, नजर नहीं आते बादलों में कहीं गुम हो, ये धरती सलामत है क्योंकि आसमान में तुम हो. यही, that is the line of the Indian Air Force which is spoken by 21. So that's why I want to remind, because if you will see, all the air strike happened when surgical strike happened. So that is the big role of the Indian Air Force did there. And in India, there are 7 command is also present in for protecting that. So that's why I want to remind there is some name which we can realize for the Indian defense, which is related to Indian soldier. So that was the Manik Shah was the first field marshal of our country, and he said that if a person says that I am not afraid of dying, that person either he is telling a lie, either he is Gorkha, because the second name of Gorkha, that is death. And there is one more line: soldiers live by chance, they love by choice, and they kill by their profession. That is totally nice, because I would like to remind to you, because if someone wants to serve the country, so that is their love, because they want to do their work for prefer our country, and they live by chance. That is totally nice, because we can understand that our soldiers always stand in the front of the enemies and our enemies. So that is the reason they can also say that. And so I want to tell to you, because that is the work of the Indian defense, which we can realize that. And at last I want to say one slogan: our flag does not fly because winds moved it. It flies because the last breath of the East soldiers who has died to protect it. So that is the work of the Indian defense. So I expect that you all get the information a little bit of the Indian defense. So at last I want to say that if you are getting that point, so please don't forget to subscribe and like, and Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.